y'all. Yes, top of the morning. This is the Source Experience, the news by Shanewz, man. Special New York Knicks. This is the special New York Knicks edition, man. It's Saturday morning. The Knicks packed them up, man. The has doubled. These originally were going for 150. Gumbo said make it 300 because the Knicks are on their way to, yes, the conference final. And the number on that jersey is 10. The great Clyde Frazier, but I also rock 10 too. So 300 now for the jerseys. Mission as quality. I just wanted to start the show up by saying that. But how is the content looking now? See the eyes, the smile. Yes, this is Shanewz, man. The news by Shanewz, media, marketing, management, consultant, agent, serious inquiries only, Mr. 10%, man. 3Ms, man. 3Ms, 3Ms. But we want to talk about the New York Knickerbockers. Yes, man. Coming into this series, coming into the playoffs period, was a lot of doubt because the team that they bounced in the first round pretty much dominated them in the regular season. Shout out to the Detroit Pistons. They are probably fishing right now or doing some other kind of exotic vacation. You know, those guys get to the money so they have time and leisure and can enjoy their wealth, right? But that's what they're doing right now. They're enjoying their wealth because they are no longer in the playoffs. Yes, they are no longer in to win it, right? But there was a lot of shout out to Jay-Z speculation, right? Thinking the Knicks were going to lose to Detroit. They bounced the Pistons out. Then they went up against who? The defending champions. People were saying the same thing. I'm going to play a lot of clips today. Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, different hitters. They did not think the Knicks would win a game, maybe one. Knicks, Celtics in 5. Some were saying the Celtics were going to sweep them. But then we watched the Knicks go into Boston and steal 2 games. The first 2 games off the rip. Right? Off the rip. Then the series came down to New York. Jason Tatum and them came out at the first game in the Garden, and they looked like the defending champion Celtics. They looked good, right? They looked at strong. They could not miss. They was hitting all the threes. So the series was 2-1. But then the Knicks got the spark, right? They won game 4. And Jason Tatum went down. Speedy recovery to him. Hopefully he's still the same Jason Tatum. But those injuries are crucial conflict. But we have seen guys like Kobe and others come back and still be the same. So fingers crossed for Jason. But then the Knicks took it to they took it to Boston and a chance to close it out on Wednesday. They were crushed. Now, yesterday I did the show with CW and I said, yeah, it probably was a lot of money on it. They lost. They rallied behind their leader. Remember, Jason Tatum went down, so they rallied behind him. And they crushed the Knicks. Now, I did see a lot of people were like, yo, the Knicks haven't closed out a series at home in quite some time. But me, being me, very optimistic and off the vibes, I was like, nah, the Subway series, right, was in full effect because the Mets and the Yankees were playing yesterday too. And I was like, the stage is set. And if you've been paying attention, the Knicks games on 34th Street, because that's where the Garden is located. It's a movie out there. It literally is a movie. Like the fans, just like um quick breakdown, right? If you travel, you get out. For those that get out, when you come up Penn Station, 34th Street, that's the Garden. Madison Square Garden, Penn Station is all the same. It's all connection, right? But when you come up the off of the escalators, the elevators, whatever it's called, and you come onto 34th Street, since the Knicks have been winning, if you ever go to any of the parades, the Puerto Rican Day Parade, um, you go to St. Patrick's Day Parade, these parades, that is what it was looking like. Like the moment you get off of the trains, the subways at Penn Station, and there's a major parade going on in the city, 34th Street be looking like, it just looks like, I'm gonna use the Adam Sandler movie. You ever watched the Adam Sandler movie Little Nicky? Remember when the city was in chaos and it was just like a big rock concert? That's what it be looking like, right? Well, the Knicks winning have brought that back. You see people on top of the street signs and all. It's crazy out there. I want to premiere the video and show you. I'll put a little bit of that in the video, right? But I was saying to myself, this is what it's going to be like Friday night. And I had planned to go out there. I didn't have tickets for the game, but I was like, yo, they're going to win. And the content that you can get from just being out there, you know, taking the train, going upstairs, and just walking around the city, especially 34th Street, is going to be a mob scene. And it was. And shout out to the Knicks for getting it done. Now, I keep telling these guys, they're like, oh, Indiana is hot. So is the Knicks, right? Yes, that's another team that dominated the Knicks in the regular season. But once again, I got to keep stressing this. The regular season is over. It's the playoffs now, man. We just watched the Knicks pack up two teams that had their number in the regular season, Detroit and Boston. This is feeling more like a sports radio show today, right? What you say? What do you guys say? A couple of y'all over. Oh, I appreciate the likes is up over there, man. Is this looking like a sports radio? I'm not at my crib, right? Is it looking like sports radio right now? But yeah, shout out to the New York Knickerbockers. Let's get some of these guys, the experts. Let's see what the experts were saying. I want to show y'all that. Not this guy. He's no expert. You see that guy that's on the screen right now? He's kind of bitter. He's bitter. Shout out to my boy. We used to call my boy Debo that, man. He's bitter. I know Debo is happy. I know a lot of the Knick fans are happy. All right, we're gonna get to some of the what's in there. Shout out to the young boy right here. Let me blow his joint up. He's preparing for a fight. There is Stephon. Look at the Garden was electric. I used Stephon's video too. You know, that got to be a great feeling for him. New Yorker, Brooklynite, Coney Island guy, played for the Knicks, right? So, you know, that got to be an epic feeling for him. And y'all seeing this? Let me know. Y'all seeing this? Right? Y'all seeing it? That got to be an epic feeling for him, right? Yeah, the energy at the Garden is different. If you've never experienced a Knick game in your life, right? If you've never experienced a Knick game in your life, you don't know what you're missing out on. One, but the energy is just different, right? When the Knicks suck, right? Just put it in perspective for y'all, man. Right? I could go to the board too, right? When the Knicks suck and they're not even that good, the Garden is the place to be. It is. So just imagine it right now. The Knicks not only have life, they have a chance to go to the finals. This is big, like I like to say, motion, epic energy. Epic energy. Look at Stephon, man. Soaking it all in. How is the content looking? Now look at the garden, man. I remember when they redid the garden. When they redid the garden. Look at this energy. Look, this is epic. Epic. Look at the energy, man. Conference finals, man. Epic, man. This is the New York Knicks live this morning, y'all. Come on the stream, y'all. Check it out. Now let me get on my blogging, right? Stephon Marbury. Those probably are some expensive glasses, right? I don't know the designer, but they're probably expensive. Steph is a millionaire. Those shits are ugly though, right? Those are some old Back to the Future Marty McFly ish, but they're probably expensive. And just because they're expensive, they're quote unquote considered hot. I don't think so. That's why, when some guys be talking shit about Timu, right? If those were Timu, and Timu probably has the style of glasses like that, people will rag them. But like those are probably some form of designer glasses, and they're like, yo, those are hot, right? That's how they got stuff to pay. Probably paid a couple racks for those joints. To me, they look, spacious, very spacious. But shout out to Steph. I used his video. Coney Island don't look. Everybody is loving it, man. He said when they get to the finals, shut the city down. Yeah, they will. It might be hard for you to get those loads in here, Gumbo. It's going to be what's in. Look, everybody is New York nicked out right now, man. I got to get to look. Yes, Tom Thibodeau is the man right now. Tom Thibodeau is the man. He is the man right now. I see James Dolan gave a young boy the ball. Look, everybody's telling him pack it up. Hi, sex is life. How you doing? Smash the like button. This was just epic, man. The Knicks was on fire last night, man. On fire. I want to go to Stephen A. Smith. He was feeling himself, Queens guy, local guy, right? Right. Look, look, 38 points. Blew them out. Blew them out, man. Yeah, 38 points, Gumbo. 38. They won by 38, man. 119-81. I remember Joe Dini was calling me. I was like, yo, the game is over, bro. I stopped watching the game in the third quarter. It was over, right? I was like, there's no way they're going to lose. I watched Power because I really planned on coming on and hitting my guy up and doing the Power recap because I think that was a season finale. That was. I can't wait to do that recap with my guy CW. We got to link that up. But I planned on doing the Power live, right? Because I do those too. But I had to do the Knicks, man. Look at Spike. That is celebrity row, right? Me, I call that this row right here. I've been to the Knicks game. These guys, the celebrities, right? To me, their energy, they give the awkward energy, man. They give the awkward energy, right? I just feel like all of the celebrities, quote unquote influencers, their energy on the floor. I don't know. I don't like their vibes, man. But you see yesterday, all of them were out. I think Buster was at the game. You see Fat Joe, you see Spike, just everybody was there. They come out. One thing about That when the Knicks win, even when the Knicks don't win, they bring out the celebrities. But when they win, listen, a who's of who will be at the Garden. And it's only going to get bigger now. The more they win, if they make it to the finals, which I think they can. What do y'all think? Which I think they can. We got a couple in the building, man. How are we looking, man? Gumbo, let me get Gumbo, you the only one in the chat active, so I'm going to holler at you. Gumbo says, I got to watch it when I stop for the day. Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it for you. It was great. It was great. I told, look, CW knows what CW said. I called it. I did. They always close the season out and have you like next year. We gotta wait till next year. It's gonna be crazy. But I seen the war coming. I'm just gonna say one thing though. The twist, right? The crazy twist with the Italians. The Italians are grimy, bro. The Italian mob dudes are grimy. What they did with the I don't want to let it out, Gumbo, but I'll let you watch it. The thing that they did, right? The thing that they did. Now that's how they always do it. And Gumbo, when it's a good series, like Power's a good series, you could do that. And I think right now, BMF is starting, I think, in 2-3 weeks. And this is the last season of BMF, right? 50 knows the Power umbrella, whether it's Forge with Tommy or Raising Canaan, is on fire, man. Like, Raising Canaan, as long as all those guys stay in position and nobody gets like Lil Meech and them, they could run mad Raising Canaan. Right? They could, because Kanan still, he's coming out of his bag now. You know who they finally introduced? Remember Breeze? Breeze is in it now. Breeze pulled up at the end. Breeze is the nephew of Bonnie and Clyde. Now, if you watch the original Power, what's the name of them? Kill Breeze and take over the operation. Remember? Breeze is finally, we finally get a what's the name on Breeze, right? Shout out, good morning, WCS. We finally get a eye on Breeze in this last episode. It was good though, Gumbo. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I want to get over here to KG, right? KG is a Celtic legend, champion player, Hall of Famer. He said something. The Knicks got the city right now, man. The Knicks got the city. And KG was spot on. He said it best. When the Knicks are winning, right? When the Knicks are winning, it's a different energy. He said the Knicks fans are like soccer players, right? Yes, they did. Look at this. This is, matter of fact, before I do that, let me premiere my video. Let me come over here and premiere my video, right? I got a video I just dropped. Because I'm seeing what YouTube is doing, right? YouTube is disgusting to me, right? They are shadow banning some of my numbers in my videos. I know they are. I dropped a fire video yesterday using the edits and the upgrades and the sorcery. Yeah, they tried to only give it a couple of views because, see, they know I market and promote me too much, right? Now, if I come on here and I talk about a fighter I'm working with and all of that, they'll push that or they attempt to push it, and then they try to run with a narrative that I ride a wave. This is the wave that I always been riding. You see this name right here? And a lot of you that sit online, y'all know that, and y'all are jealous of that, man. Y'all are jealous of that. This is the wave I ride. Look what the boss said. How's the content looking now? So don't get it twisted. I make waves. I made my own wave. Jackal Fitness, now Shanewz Boxing, man. But YouTube, you are disgusting to me. And I'm, disgusting. Like I'll leave out of here right now and wrap this live stream up and go make a coffee at the gas station, and y'all give that 1,000 views. Y'all give that 1,000 views, right? Y'all will put that in the algorithm, right? But when I promote my products, my goods and services, y'all want to act like I only get 8 views or 9 views. Disgusting work, man. Disgusting. That's what I'll be talking about. This gatekeeping stuff and this industry is fake. It's all smoke and mirrors, man. I'll go to the gas station to make a tea right now and put that out as a short. It'll do 900 views. Like, come on, man. Come on, let's make it make sense, right? Let's make it make sense. But this video right here, look, I'm gonna show y'all something. This video right here can't crack 25 views, right? You know why I can't crack 25 views? Look, see what I'm talking about? Look, anything that is promoting you, like this right here. This was me showing business, right? How I sent somebody some money, then I had to put it back into the account. Right here, look, 6 views, right? 6. Now shout out to Uncle Platt repping his brand. This got 71 already. This was me setting up. We in here right now going live. 167, right? This is Joe Dini and Amani, almost 1,000. The babies, 8 and some change. 966, over 1,000, right? But why this right here? Pay attention to this, man. Only 6 views. Know why it's only 6 views? Because look what it's showing. Look at the growth that it's showing.
Joe Journey.
Yeah, we about to get started, but I always like to document my journey, man. So how is the content looking now, right? See the varsity jacket over there, source experience. You know, how's the content looking, man? You know, how's the content looking now? Little inspiration on the board. How's the content? You see the eyes looking now. Yeah, how we looking, man? I know we sounding good. But yo, miss me with the narratives though, man. Because I market and promote myself, my goods, my services, my brand, and my businesses too much to be, come with a new live, man.
New live.
Come with a new live, man. Mr. 10%. How are we looking, man? And this is the smaller room.
Yeah,
as you can see, it's roomy enough to accomplish and do what I need to do today.
I'm in a big joint today. But yeah, that is disgusting. That's what I don't like about YouTube. That's why I come on here and I set trip and I say the things that I say. Because I know it's all a facade. Shadow banning is real. Smoke and mirrors is real. Because I just showed it. How do videos with me operating a sweeper or washing off equipment get put in the algorithm? But yet when I promote or market my merchandise, which I'm consistently selling and moving, or my goods and services as a, an agent, media, marketing, management, consulting guy, why doesn't that get pushed, right? Because these are legit, no smoke and mirror things that I have accomplished, doing, and continue to do, right? These are actual facts, right? And then when I come here, right, and I throw it all in the mix, like, look, this is my UGK. I'm an underground king. This is my radio station, right? This is my setup. But I get it, right? Because like I said, I'm not industry. I'm not a sellout. I'm not a punk. I'm not a coward. They couldn't mute my mic. I speak what I want to speak. And I speak how I feel. I get it though, right? But let's get over here to the Knicks though, man. This is about the Knicks. But I just wanted to just show, the sorcery tricks and smoke and mirrors, man. Right? The bullshit. Like this right here. Shout out to let me promote my Michael. I don't even hung up the ball myself. Who said I couldn't do pull-ups, man? Bounce. We thought I could bounce. Jailhouse bounce right there. I don't really be displaying all of these no more. 'Cause this used to have y'all niggas standing back. It's 235 right there. Up and down action. Run up on me though, man. And any of you niggas that see me in the streets and think it's cool, run up on me. I will wire your jaw. I will wire your
That's
jaw.
my motive.
Knicks stun Celtics, advancing to conference finals. A new season begins now.
Nesse points on the win, it's new power. You're looking at people like, yeah, for what?
Crazy in the city, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. The Knicks was on.
All right, the news by Shanewz. So, this is a nana, right? The Knicks packed them out in six, right? But I had to spin the block because on my TikTok comments, and this is the second team now that has dominated the Knicks in the regular season, but the Knicks took out in the playoffs.
These are
I told this guy that the playoffs is a new season.
It's a new season.
And right now the Knicks are hot, advancing to the conference finals in style. They blew them out, beat them down, man. And right now the only colors that are mattering are the blue and orange. Knicks, baby. Once again, congratulations to the New York Knicks handling their business in six against the defending champion Boston Celtics. How about them Knicks? And like the bull behind me says, how is the content looking now? You do have options. Time to start the show.
It's cool when they do it, man. It's cool when they do it.
Los que estás estado a la diestra de Dios Padre.
It's cool.
Stay tuned for more Knicks playoff highlights and analyses.
Knicks stun Celtics.
Man, it's cool when they do it, man. But how is the content looking now, y'all? See, it's cool when they do it, man. Now, YouTube be trying to shadow ban my work, man. Nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. But shout out to the Knicks. They like I said, man, conference finals. The city is alive. You see how electric the city is? That was right there, 34th Street. They was on top of the subway platform. Yo, the police be right there. They can't do nothing. It'd be like I said, it'd be like the movie Little Nicky. You ever seen that scene in Little Nicky when all hell broke loose? That's what it be looking like out there, man. Pandemonium, man. Pandemonium. Now, you gotta hold some of your favorite sportscasters. What's the name? Look, let me show y'all. I got the behind the scenes joint rocking. All right. That's the board. All right, show y'all the views, right? We working over here, man. You know what I mean? We do our own thing. All right. Smash the like button over there if you're over here. Let me go over to Facebook real quick. All right. We're live on Facebook as well. So what we're going to do is this on the Facebooker. Yeah. There we go right there. There we go right there. All right. How we looking, y'all? How we looking? How we looking? I forgot you could post on IG. I mean on Facebook too. But how we looking, y'all? How we looking? I show y'all the board, the vision board. You see the vision board? How is the content looking now, man? You know they don't like when you keep stepping and marching. They don't like when you keep stepping and marching. Right? Especially when they always be trying to send distractions and decoys at you. Don't do that. Just support the growth, man. Especially if you sitting online, right? And you are cool with talking about whatever you talk about, but you see the people that you talk about this with, they don't really get into no gears. We get into gear over here, man. But let me get back over here to I want to find the KG, Kevin Garnett, what he said, and he was spot on. He was spot on his assessment. Yeah, all those guys was out though. Fat Joe, I think Nori, Buster. They all listen. They're smart. One thing I'm gonna say this too before I find the KG thing. Yo, the celebrities, right? They're smart because that gets them in motion again, man. That gets them in motion. Going to the Knicks game when the Knicks are popping and their wave ain't really rocking like that. It does, man. Now, but look, you know the funny thing is, right? Why don't people say that they be clout chasing? Right? It's like that. That's why I said the game is rigged. The game is rigged. They say regular people, like, I got a comment. Somebody posted a comment, right? They're still bitter about Earl Spence, right? They said, yo, you're gonna switch up on Jihad like you did Earl Spence. So that's the new narrative now that I switched up on Earl Spence, right? Meanwhile, Earl Spence said, fuck me, right? He tried to do me like Correa. But he didn't know, no knock on Correa, but one thing about me, I can stand alone. I'm not saying that Correa can't stand alone, but when he knocked me or attempted to knock me, he didn't realize who I already was, who God had already made me. So it was like, all right, cool, homie. Yeah, that's your loss. I'm gonna be all right. But yeah, the guy said I'm gonna switch up on Jihad. I never switched up on Earl Spence. So why would I switch up on Jihad? I just continue to evolve and do what I do. And there's no need for me to switch up on Jihad. Jihad is through the door already, Mr. 10%, right? Jihad is on his way. He has a co-main event fight June 21st, securing his biggest payday to date. Why would I switch up on Jihad when Jihad has learned the formula and he's in serious motion, right? And he told the world already who I was. Why would I switch up? He said that I was the media marketing agent. Look it up. It's all on ESPN, Top Rank. He said that I made the phone call. So why would I switch up on him when Jihad has helped elevate me? Whereas the other guy who I talked about attempted to downgrade me, lie on me, and then didn't even have the audacity to say, you know what? I was on drugs. I was getting high. I was a piece of shit, right? But, you don't have to do that. God took care of that, man. I took care of that. How's the content looking now, though? Huh? How are we looking now, y'all? How are we looking now? Where is this? I had the video set up, man. How are we looking now, though, man? Content is fire, right? Please debunk it. Please, somebody debunk it, man. Yo, Paul Pierce walking back to work again? Y'all remember that? Yo, Paul Pierce had to walk to work, man. I wonder if he's walking back to work. Damn, where did that video go, man? Where did it go, man? I should have saved it in my story, but I did not do it. But KG and Paul Pierce wanted to step out, but they were saying how the Knicks fans are too crazy. They were saying how the Knicks fans are too crazy. Damn. I cannot find that video right now. But yeah, the Knicks, the city is upside down right now. The city is upside down. And if the Knicks go to the finals, which I think they can. Now, Indiana's hot, man. They are the number one seed, if I'm not mistaken, right? Indiana's the number one seed, but the Celtics were the defending champions. And like I was saying to CW and Gumbo yesterday, right? It's just like Anthony Edwards, a.k.a. the son of Jordan. When you are marching, and like I like to say, taking it in blood, this is the path that you have to walk. The Knicks took out the king, right? The Celtics are the defending champions. They was the king. They took them out, man. They took them out, man. So the Knicks are looking good, man, right now, man. You know, they just got to keep the momentum going. And I think they can. I really think they can. And man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy right now, man. The city is on fire, man. The city is on fire. He said you didn't see none of them. Hold on, Gumbo. I'm gonna get to your comment. Shout out to Gumbo. Gumbo is very active in the chat. Appreciate you. Right? A lot of guys don't like to get active in the chat because they don't want people to see that they over here. You know? He said you didn't see none of them until the Knicks had a chance to beat the Celtics. Yeah, that's how it is, man. You know, they wasn't like Sauce. They wasn't like Sauce experience. You know, I've been a diehard Knicks fan. I could go show pictures of me and my soon-to-be 12-year-old at the Garden. Those were the heydays. I had the long dreads. I used to rock the Amari Stoudemire. We had season tickets. I remember being sitting next to Allen Houston. I was right behind the Knicks bench, man. Yeah, you get a lot of being a Knicks season ticket holder. You get a lot of perks, man. A lot of good things come with that, man. A lot. But they rocking and rolling right now. I remember going to the see, one thing about I don't like to really be industry. I know a lot of industry niggas and shit, man, but I'm not. If you know, you know, right? I remember hanging with the Knicks and shit, right? They had us down at the Masonic Temple, right? It was like when you fuck with the Knicks, right? They had us at the Masonic Temple. I was in there with, rest in peace to the late great Anthony Mason, John Starks. Who else was in there? It was like they bring out some of the old OGs and the current players. Carmelo Anthony was in there. I remember fucking with Melo, Stoudemire. This is when the black dude was the coach, man. What's the black dude's name, man? Mike. It was Mike something, the black dude. He was the coach. We was all in there kicking. I had my brother with me. He was like, yo, right? See, one thing about me, right? I don't be discriminating, right? Now that I'm a lot older, right? I could see some of the things that Wallow and Gilly be saying, especially Wallow, like the wrong people around you will ruin relationships. And that's why you hear me speak on some of the things that I talk about with brand killers. And I remember telling Captain Chaos this, I'm gonna share this. He was always trying to classify me with certain people on the internet. I was like, yo, bro, Please don't even associate me with them niggas. Them niggas is jealous niggas. They're haters. Respectfully, they have no motivation. They're not go-getters. Do not classify me with them. And the reason why I do that is because I've been living life. Like I used to have my brother who I was trying to get in gear, but he just couldn't get right. And somebody asked me about him the other day, and I was like, you know, at certain times you got to walk away from people because you come an enabler. If you were constantly having them around and they are getting out of position, you're not helping them. You're hurting them. So a lot of times it was a false sense. Like he wasn't really getting there. He was getting there through me. Right. And a lot of times when you don't understand that, you lose sight. So like we used to be around all these dudes. I remember we was at the game, right? And Spike Lee and all these dudes, and I was like, these dudes, that's why I tell you, the celebrities, and I always say this, I'm the influencer. These dudes be stealing looks, right? That's what the celebrities are not celebrities, man. They are Elvis Presley is in disguise. They watch the everyday people. They watch what you wear, how you carry, how you talk, and they steal your shit. And because they are quote unquote deemed to be the influencers, that's what they do. Because I remember going to the Knicks games, right? And you see, I'm rocking some jewelry now, but it was a time when I got off of my jewelry wave. I started rocking beads and the medallions. Spike Lee ran with it, man. Spike, you know what's up, homie. Yeah, you know what's up, homie. I had the dress. I was like, because I was on my shit. Like, I don't need to come here with jewelry and drip on and all of that. The jewelry is me, right? Because before, I used to be on my rock 4 or 5 chains and do all that crazy shit. Then I was like, I don't need all of that, man. I was going there rocking medallions, the Black Fist, and all kind of other shit. It's out there. Look it up, man. Look it up. But we was in the Masonic Temple, right? One thing about being a Knicks season ticket holder, you get all the perks, right? They be having these events, and they be having the high-end everything. You be in there, it's open bar, you kicking it with the players and all of that, right? So we was in the Masonic Temple. It's like downtown. We had to take, we was in Brooklyn. Like we took the J train. We was moving around, right? Because I had got the call, and I was like, we gonna go, man. I was like, we'll go. I just looked it up. I was like, we'll jump on the J to the 2, and we made it, right? And it was good times. But I remember being in there, and you see how, like Gene Deal and all these guys be talking about how industry people are demons and demonic. It's the truth, man. It is. You see it in them. And these people be rich and wealthy, but they be demonic, man. And I remember being in there, right? And I was telling my brother, I was like, nah, this ain't the vibes for me, bro. I was like, I like it. But I was like, these people are bloodsuckers, man. I was just like, I wasn't even drunk, right? Right? I wasn't even drunk. I was just looking around. I was like, nah, man. I was like, you got to sell your soul around these dudes and shit, man. I was like, nah. And Carmelo Anthony laughed when I said that shit. Melo was in the cut and he heard me say that shit, right? And he laughed. I was like, bro, you got to sell your soul. Because Melo, shout out to Melo. Melo's a real one, right? If you really know Melo's story, Melo's something like Zach Randall. Like certain dudes is real official dudes, right? But the NBA be like, if you know the NBA is just like the NFL, man. They'll tell you, right? They'll do you like Allen Iverson. If you got real homies or real people around you, they'll be like, those guys are liabilities. You lose those guys or you're out the league. And they did Melo like that. So when Melo heard me bring that up and say shit like that, he laughed because he knew I was on point. He knew I was on point. He knew I was checking out the scenery. He knew I was just on point. I was like, nah, man. I was like, this ain't it, man. I was like, the environment, everything is cool, but I was like, nah, man. And that's why, they shadow ban a lot of my content because they know me, right? They get mad when I talk about that. And I'll be like, yo, I turned the deal down. Some of you niggas took the deal already. And the deal y'all took is bottom feeders. It is what it is. How's the content looking, man? Let me get to my shout out to Tom in the building. I see you, Tom. Salute, good brother. Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well. This is Source Studios, man. We just talking to Knicks. We ain't really talking too much boxing. Because I'm going to go to the boxing gym, man. Yeah, I'm about to slide to the gym right now, man. Go work out a little bit, man. I'm going to go work out. Go pump some iron. A little bit of iron. Because, Saturdays, the gym is nice and empty. The gym is empty. I don't like... During the week, I don't like going. Well, I go, but I don't like hogging the equipment. I like to let the kids rock out. Hey, what's up? I'm going to the gym. Are you down there? All right, I'll be right there. I'm coming. Who's there? Is anybody sparring? Yeah, I'm coming to work out though. I'll be right there. Well, he doesn't come. He doesn't come on the weekends, man. Well, he's because his father's probably intoxicated, man. All right. This guy, man. Yeah. When I'm about to wrap it up, I'm gonna go to the gym, man. I'll give y'all some more of this in the gym. Right? I'm about to go head to the gym. I gotta break down all this equipment. As you can see, we are moving and grooving. Hopefully, you enjoyed the content. Once again, shout out to the New York Knickerbockers, man. Gumbo said these is going for 300 now, man. And if the Knicks win the championship, it's fine. But this is a customized Shanewz jersey, though, with the Knicks colors, man. I didn't even bring out the black and gold, man. But how is the content looking now? I'm about to go to the gym. I do a little bit more at the gym, man. And I want to work out a little bit. Hit some iron and shit, Just do what I do, man. But once again, see the board? How is the content looking? See the eyes? Now, look at the smiley face. Because they always said I was mad. So, do I look mad? Do I look mad? Shanewz, Media Marketing Management Consultant Agent. Mr. 10%, man. Lock in with me now. It's not going to stay 10% forever because as my resume grows, so will my percentage. And as my network grows, also does my percentage. But hey, what do I know? Who do I know? Where have I been? What have I done? And shout out to Jihaz that he posted this picture on his IG. Have y'all seen it, man? Media marketing work right here, man. That was the team. That's the team right there. Coach Tone, my cousin, Jihad, Joe Dini, Coach Music, and me, of course. Right? And me, right? Little old me. How's those views looking though, man? Right? It's been a hell of a ride, man. June 21st, Jihad is back in Jersey. Truck Simpson, big fight, co-main event, getting to the bag, right? So, if you guys want, to walk through those doors and make moves, reach out to me, man. Maybe we could work together on trying to get you there. Because you see where Jihad is at. I was a part of that. He told y'all that, man. But hey, what do I know, man? But yes, how is the content looking now? Man, right? And for my man that commented and said I need a haircut, I need a model, role model and all that. I got a role model. My role model is God, and God didn't tell me nothing of the such. He told me to keep marching, stepping, and building. And that's what I'm doing, man. That's my role model right here, my daughter. That's my oldest daughter. Her birthday is coming up May 22nd. She's my role model because she is doing a lot of things at an early age, at a high frequency that I am proud of, right? And she's way ahead of the curve. Look, this is her frame right here. Way ahead of the curve, man. I am super proud of that. So you're right. That is my role model right here. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know, right? But this is the Source Experience. And in case y'all forgot and missed it, right? Mr. 10%, I told y'all the blueprint many years ago. The blueprint is for Jihad is live and direct. Like I said, June 21st, co-main event. He's doing it big, making his biggest payday, co-main event. And we told y'all this years ago. Like I said, y'all was underneath a rock or smoking a rock or just jealous fan zone.
See what it is. Powered up by that Jackal Seymour's. Yeah. Definitely. Ooh, that's that Jackal Seymour's right there. Just put in that work. How was that work, man?
Got 8 rounds.
Yeah. With February what?
February 13th, tune in.
That's right.
ESPN Plus, tune in.
Yes, sir. This is the one right here. Jihad Tucker. Follow him on Instagram. Y'all seeing them all over. Major interviews. You know, we just getting started. 2021, big things coming.
21 takeover, 2022, all the rest of the years to come.
That's it. That's it. Thank you for your time, champ.
It only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you, all you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind, you pull that off and guess what? They gonna, oh, he a born winner, he did.
Nah, I'm listen, I'm doing my podcast right now. I'm broke. Right? Nah. I can't. I don't have time for distractions and people that don't believe or see my vision. Nah, I can't right now. I'm doing my podcast. Yes. See the things that I deal with. That's why I gotta tell people I'm broke, man. Everybody hit me up for some money, man. Right? I'm broke, baby. Right? Yeah, look, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money. How is the content looking now?
Oh my gosh, he's sweating. Down, Narina. Down, Narina. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous?
I take my shit and strive, nigga. I'm a man at the end of the day, nigga.
That's real.
Niggas don't owe me nothing. I don't owe niggas nothing.
You right?
We got friends out here this day that don't post shit. How many friends you know never post nothing you did, nigga? That you grow with.
A lot.
Thank you. I got the same shit. I got a friend with that right now. Don't do shit. I'm taking them niggas with me. Hell no. You gonna stay right there, nigga, when I go. You don't show the same love I show niggas. I show everybody love. Like, you supposed to show that back. Niggas be on your page. Niggas won't like your shit. Why follow me?
You right?
You'll stroll right past a nigga page. You'll look at it and won't like it. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Talk to him.
Delete yourself, nigga. Why are you here? Bitches too, why y'all here, man? Delete yourself. Why are you here?
That's fire.
Delete yourself. It don't make sense, son. It's just crazy. And niggas will be looking at you like you wrong when you get on and leave niggas too.
Yeah, facts. Right.
They'll be looking at you like you did something wrong. No, nigga, you did something wrong. You ain't support me, nigga.
You ain't do shit.
Word, they looking at me like I did something wrong, right? You ain't support me, nigga. Of course I'm gonna leave you, nigga. Leaving you niggas, man. I left you niggas, man.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, you ain't share my shit. How come you ain't share my shit, man? Of course I'm leaving you niggas, man. How is the content looking now?
It only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 18 years in a row and you hit that right jug, bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you, all you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind, you pull that off and guess what? They gonna, oh yeah, born winner, he did.
Shout out Showtime Shanewz, y'all. This is Carmel and holla at me.
This is a Source Experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibes. Yeehaw!
Hey, this is Coach Larry Wade, IBL Champions. Hey, I train professional boxers, and you with Sauce Talk Podcast. You don't want to miss anything that he puts on here.
Appreciate you, champ. You know the vibe.